Krayl Funch, and thanks for joining me on another issue of An Appealing Plan, where we help you entertain more often with less stress. Now, entertaining can take many forms. It can be a dinner party, Sunday brunch, or a weekend barbecue. But it can also be hosting guests for a weekend, or even just a night. So on that topic, we're going to be discussing items that you should have in your guest room before you invite those guests over. All right, we're going to kick it right off. Number one on my list, pillows. Extra pillows, because I know when we travel, the first thing my husband does is run to the closet to see how many pillows there are in that closet. So for that reason, number one on my list, extra pillows. Number two, extra blanket. No matter if it's dead of summer and you are boiling, your guests might be freezing, so provide an extra blanket, okay? Nice cotton blanket, either at the end of the bed or in a basket, does the trick. Extra towels. This might seem like a no-brainer, but by providing extra bath towels, hand towels, and washcloths, which you may or may not use, allows your guests not to bother you and ask you for additional towels if they need them. Reading material. I like to provide magazines, style books, novels, as well as a book on the local area so they can learn a little bit more about where you live. A clock. I know most of us use our cell phones now for clocks, but your guests may not. So provide a clock. It may or may not be an alarm clock. They're probably on vacation, but a clock nonetheless. A candle, a beautiful candle in the room, and don't forget, provide matches. It's a key to lighting the candle and adding a little ambiance to the guest room. Fresh flowers or a live plant. Live plant is great because you also have to go back in that room every week, check it. That gives you an opportunity to see what's in that room and add or take away so that your guests are comfortable each time. Snacks. Your guests might be arriving late, and snacks are a nice way. They might be hungry when they get in. It might be 12 o'clock. This will give them the opportunity. Or dinner may not be ready, and not everyone eats on your time schedule, so it's great to leave a little bit of a snack. Bottle of water. Extra bottle of water. It can just be room temperature. Don't worry about keeping it too cold, or if you have a fridge, that's great. And then a glass. Key. The water without the glass? Not so good. Well, that's it. And these are my top items that you should have on hand before you welcome your guests for their guest room. We will be discussing guest room bathrooms coming up in a later video, so be sure to check that out. Again, I'm Krayl Funch, and thank you very much for joining me on An Appealing Plan, where we help you entertain more with less stress. Now, go and leave a comment or head on over to anappealingplan.com and leave a message there. We'd love to hear from you, and your question may be answered in an upcoming video. Follow us on #AnAppealingPlan, and we'll see you later.